Good morning, traders, and this is your Dow Jones Day trade setup for today. So, start of a new month, and last month for me was a pretty profitable month. We had a good 92% success rate on our trades. Basically, only had 4 losers through the whole month. And the interesting thing is that 2 of those losers were shorts. That I was trying to short an upward trend, which got burnt. Anyway. So bulk of the trades have also been longs, really just coming back, buying off support and taking profit at resistance. And that has resulted in a good 40% return on my trading account. So a reasonably good month, all things considered. Now, October is 1 month before general elections in the US, so expect volatility. Okay. Now, the interesting thing here is we have a pretty solid downward trend line here. Okay, you can see how it was used as resistance there, used as support here. We've come off this level, as I said yesterday, which is 27,179, and the buyers came in right off that on cue and bought. Okay, that has broken this wedge. Okay, I'd like to see a pullback now. So a pullback I'm looking for is onto 27687. If we see a pullback onto there, and then I'm looking for the buyers to step back in. That would test this wedge breakout. It would also test this breakout here. Okay, important thing to realize is where are we in relation to the monthly. And so we've got this inside bar on the monthly off a, well, looking like a double top at the moment. Okay, so you've got some pretty big levels here. You can see this level to the downside here, 27179, is pretty important if you look at the left. If we look at the weekly at the moment, we've had 3 weeks of down and we've got a pretty solid bullish bar at the moment that's breaking a wedge. Okay, so if this continues as it is, there's a level here that we just need to put in. And you can see that there's my 2 fractals here that pull back. What's this? This is 28,147. So that is a level that we need to pay attention to. Okay, so looking at it at the moment, it does look like we have a wedge break. I want to see a pullback and then back to this area here, 27,687, and then I'm looking for us to take profit at 28,147. And that's pretty much what I suspect we're going to be mucking around in through today and probably most of tomorrow until non-farm payrolls comes out. Okay, so you've got to be cautious here and buy off your major support and sell off your major resistance. Simple as that. Right. When we look at it at the moment, we've pretty much got the move up, pulled back onto support, and then had a pretty good breakout with a 1 bar pullback onto this level I'm talking about, 27,687. Okay. Now, there is a bit of a gap here, and this is after hours trade. So I would expect this thing to come back down. Look to the left and look at the congestion here. So I see maybe a pullback onto 28,147. I'm looking for an opportunity further down. So 27,687 is what I'm looking for. Possibly even a bit further down. Let's just put another level in here. You can see all these tails here. Okay. So that would be right on this trend line as well. So that would come back down to 27,465. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. Whether we get it is another story. And why I say that is you've got this big move up, pull back, and now we've accelerated up, testing the tops here. So it could also just move up and continue up. A break and retest of this on a higher time frame, 28,147 or 28,150. Break up, move up, and a pullback onto that level, sort of on a 3-hour or 4-hour time frame, is going to get me fully committed to some deeper longs. Okay, so at the moment, I'm just looking for pullback onto structure. First structure is 27,687. Second bit of structure is 27,465. Any pullback into that area is going to get me long again. Okay, so at the moment we are sitting, well, neutral, I suppose is the best way to explain it. Not really, I don't really have any trades in or any ideas of putting longs in up there, I want to see the pullback onto structure. Okay, that pullback may not happen, and in that case we will make a decision as we go along, but then we'll be looking at something like the 15-minute to see what's transpiring. Okay, but I do think it's going to be some kind of pullback. There's quite a bit of structure on the 15 minutes as well. You can see there and there. There's two areas where we can get it. There's a bigger area there. But this gap, I think, is going to be a magnet at the moment. How far are we from it? Are we up 1% from the gap? Not that that means much to this market at the moment. And I'll give you an indication here. So we moved down 478 points, 1.7%. And then we proceeded to move up 3%, which is 822 points. Okay, so yeah, take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, so anyway, that's what I'm looking for, and more than likely be on the 15-minute waiting for these things to transpire. So this is a bit of consolidation here, and I don't expect a big breakup. If there's a breakup, it's probably going to find resistance up here, 28,147, before bombing back down. But this is the area I'm waiting for, 27,687. That's the first area. Second area again is 27,465. Pull back into that area. That's going to get me long. Okay. Yeah, and that's pretty much the long and short of it. Lots of congestion to the left. So, and this pin bar here, you see a nice green bar. Then you've got this inside pin bar here. That's always a worrying sign if you're chasing longs. So often you would expect a pullback when you see that kind of structure. So that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Look at the left here. Look how congested this is. I don't see it breaking through in the Asian session, and I don't think I see it breaking through in the European session, looking at the DAX chart. So yeah, wait further down. It still is, it's a higher high. You can see there's a high, it's a higher high, it's a higher low. That to me is confirmation of this trend change. This here could just turn out to be a range or channel, so it could pop up to here, and you see that makes sense, up to 28,137, and then a pull back down. Okay, anyway guys, that's enough rambling for me, but still looking for longs, just looking for pullbacks, and then we'll be in on those longs. Hope it helps, and we'll catch you later. Cheers for now.